That's very television.
Hi, welcome to the very second show of That's Very Television, live from the ACTV studios in South Austin, TVTV!
On a Sunday night, working myself to a fit, sitting here dying of boredom, 'cause I'm tired of the same old. Well, I flipped the dial higher, around channel 33. Lo and behold, there's a new show. It's all That's Very TV. It's got music, it's got comedy, helpful household hands. Never was a show like it, and there ain't been one since. Well,
We'll go back to him.
Got something to do.
I don't know who, but
Every Sunday eve, tune in to channel 33 for That's Very TV. I said tune in to channel 33 for That's Very TV. Yeah, all right, here I am over here.
thanks, Flash. Introducing the host of TVTV, the effervescent, the Bejou, Mary.
All right.
Hi, everybody. Hi, welcome alive. Hey, thank you. Thanks. Hey, great. This is my first New York Times crossword puzzle. Ellen Burstyn, the actress, I don't think she was educated beyond 8th grade, and she educated herself by doing the crossword puzzle, so I thought, good time to learn. Rohn, Wagnerian Earth Goddess, 4 letters.
Mud.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I guess you only went to 7th grade.
6th.
What have you been doing?
I went to a Stephen Wright concert last night. That was
I
fun.
like him.
He's
How
great,
was he?
yeah.
I didn't go.
I enjoy his humor. He's real good. I have a Stephen Wright imitation.
Well, you going to do it first?
Would you like to see it?
It depends. Do it.
Okay. You all familiar with Stephen Wright? Yeah. He's got to get in my Stephen Wright costume here. Just a minute. It's real.
Hey, Ron, you got too much hair.
Hair comes down like this. He's real low-key, lethargic. You know, it takes about 5 minutes when he comes out on the stage to get over to the microphone. Okay, this is Stephen Wright. I was walking down the street. It turned into a drugstore. Called my mom on the phone. She lives in Michigan. She asked me if I'm seeing anybody. I said, I saw my dentist a couple weeks ago. Saw a couple people at a stoplight. Went to a movie theater. I turned around and said, nice to see you. 3.
I can't believe this. 90.
Thanks a lot. That's Stephen Wright.
That
All
was
right.
great, Ron.
My first stand-up comedy ever in my life.
That was really amazing. I was
Deborah loved it.
laughing. I was laughing because this is the New York Times crossword, and one of the definitions they're calling for nosebag contents.
Interesting.
Seriously. I didn't know that. What's up with you, Flash? It's 4 letters.
Well, just so everybody knows, I was the one that was playing that theme song. It wasn't a recorded version. I noticed it wasn't on the monitor. Nobody knows I'm here. I'm Flash, and I'm the musical director here. And
This
I'm
is
one
the
playing
big
that rock and roll
sound.
for you.
Big sound from the small band.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
Flash and his orchestra
Yeah,
right
there we
there.
are.
So what have you been doing this week?
Well, I've been watching the Olympics myself, you know.
So have I.
I'm a real sports fan.
It was tremendous.
Yeah, it's kind of been upbeat, you know, you win some, you lose some, but, you know, there was a few down moments too, you know. I felt kind of bad about Ben Johnson losing that medal. What do you think about that?
Why do you feel bad about
Well,
it?
they gave him a urine test and everything, right? And I mean,
Yeah.
did they do that for all the athletes? You know, I don't think he really kind of figured out what was going on when they asked him, he responded, "What's all this fuss about me taking a stereo?" So,
Oh, gosh. Kind of virus, folks. 98 across. Kind of virus. Can we have a close-up of this? Because later on, in fact, starting now, I'm going to be working on this evening's household hint. You know what this is, Flash? You're a hip guy. What is this?
it looks like a big, what is that, a radish or it's an onion?
It is an onion on one level. On another level, this is a metaphor for life. We all know that. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. Later on, we're going to be seeing comedian Brian Malow, talking with visual artist Layne Jackson, and hearing musician Bruce Newman. Right now, we are, oh, this is exciting. I can't believe it. It's our sponsor featuring Ron Williams in our Blurt Beer commercial. Let's go to it.
Beer out there from Schnauzerhauser Breweries and the grand old brewing traditions of East Bronx, New York.
Present new super extra gold draft, Bohemian Dark, premium light, malt beer. Blurt. It's the first beer that takes longer to save than it does to make. And that's a good thing when you're in a hurry. So smooth. And so satisfying. You'll attract beautiful women. You'll feel real powerful. You'll look great. Go on out and get yourself a six-pack of Blurt beer. Hurry now before you think about it and it's too late.
I just love that guy. I have all of his albums. Well, I don't have our next guest's albums yet, but I will soon. His name is Brian Malow. He's a local stand-up comedian. He's been a finalist the last 2 years in the Funniest Person in Austin contest. Let's have a big hand for Brian Malow.
Thanks. Yeah, not really, thank you. I was watching MTV the other day, and I saw back-to-back commercials. I'm telling you, back-to-back commercials. The first one was for Trojan, and the idea was about sharing the responsibility. Something like, you know, if you'll sheathe yourself tonight, I'll wear an IUD tomorrow night. Something to that effect. The next commercial was Stridex medicated pads. And the idea was now they're good for the whole body. So if you're covered with zits, they're okay. So the idea is back-to-back commercials, one for those who are getting it, one for those who aren't. I just thought that was kind of interesting. Trojan and Stridex. And I do watch, maybe I watch too much TV, but this is TVTV, isn't it? So it is. That's what they told me. You know, at first I thought it was the Letterman show, but that was last week. This is every bit as prestigious, though. We know that. So I do watch a lot of TV. I saw a commercial the other day. It was for, it said Jesus Saves at Highland Appliance. I thought that was, can I get sued for that? Does anyone know? Can I get sued for that?
Do you have any money?
Shit, I'll probably go to hell for it, but it's okay. I'm Jewish, so I don't think I will. I haven't looked into that yet, but I'm going to find out. And I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit leery of anyone whose album is not available in any store. You know who I'm talking about? Like, this is a big selling point. Roger Whittaker, Patti Page, Slim Whitman. My favorite, Zamfir, master of the pan flute. Have you seen that? You know, like there was some kind of competition, you know? I play a little pan flute. I took lessons in high school. They didn't invite me to the competition. Hauntingly beautiful. It's like nothing you've ever heard before. It's not like anything I ever wanted to hear before. He sold millions of records worldwide. I'm thinking the guy must be a record salesman because he's not a musician. You think the guys are over there right now? They're having a late night meeting at Waterloo Records. They're saying we must get the new CD from Zamfir. We're over here now, aren't we? Okay. So hey, I can keep up with new technology. Yeah. So and in the commercial, we're still on Zamfir, right? In the commercial, they only show him from the waist up because he is half goat. It's true. He has hooves. It's a very scary thing. What else did I see? I saw a Yoplait commercial, The idea was something about nothing on the bottom, and they showed a naked baby's butt in a yogurt. I just don't think there's any place for a naked baby's butt in a yogurt commercial. Call me old-fashioned, but what else? Where are we? I just got an answering machine. And if you have one, you know that it just changes your whole life. It really does, because it changed Bejou's life. Used to be that I would come home, I don't know if I missed that important call, or if I missed any calls at all. Now when I come home, I go straight to my machine, and I can be absolutely certain that nobody called. So it's changed my life dramatically. I swear I swear no single instrument before this has brought me more pain and misery into my life, except maybe the telephone itself. That's all I can think of. Sorry. No, I got a phone call today. I swear to God. Thank you. It wasn't from a friend. It was not from a friend. It was just a guy that said, "Hello, is this 447-0757?" And I said yes. Or I said no. Can I start that again? Is that okay with you guys? Is this 447-0757? I said no. He said, Is this 447-0758? And I said, yeah. He goes, "Hello, sir. Your number's been specially selected by our computer for this once-in-a-lifetime offer." It usually works better if you don't flub it up in the early parts. So, gosh, we're running short on time. What do they say? Time flies when you're having fun. Well, tonight, time seems to have taken the bus. I don't know. It didn't actually fly. Back to Bejou Mary.
Hey, Brian. Way to go. Good show. That was Brian Malow. You can look for him at the laptop. What we're doing is TVTV's cameras are going where no camera in Austin has gone before. You and visit the women's restroom, which is right down this hall. You've come to the bar, you've wended up the staircase, and now you're fumbling around trying to find the women's restroom. You probably will walk by it, see the men's sign, hopefully come back and see the women's restroom. In this case, it is a ladies' restroom, and it has a lovely design on it. You see, it's catching the Toulouse Jazz New Orleans Festival. So we swing open the door, and we see... Well, what do we see? We see colors of a beige tile, beige walls, something of a magenta tile work on the lavatory sink area and the stalls. There are 4 stalls. Count them, ladies, 4 stalls. They all have swinging doors. You see that? The doors swing, but they have no locks. Now, what this means, ladies, I'm sure you're aware, this requires the forward knee in squat position should anybody enter. You know that technique, ladies. You're going to need it here. Now, it's quite interesting. If you can get a view of this, in 2 of the 4 stalls, there is on-the-wall advertising. You probably can't see it at home because when you are in the stall, it is incredibly dark and you can't read it anyway. But it's interesting to note that among the advertisers are the Austin Chamber of Commerce. Apparently they feel that they can get a number of clients from women coming into the women's restroom. Now we're going to take a look at the toilet paper supply. None of it is in its container. They're all just stacked here. And 2, I'm telling you, at about midnight is not enough. And there are no supplies out. Notice that, ladies. There are no supplies in case you need any. Good luck. It is, however, 2-ply toilet tissue. Very good. We look for that. Now, if you'll notice, if you go to wash your hands, they have 1 soap dispenser. If we could have a shot here of the soap dispenser where it says to press down. Now, we're now going to get some soap. The only soap dispenser in the Toulouse women's restroom has no soap. Okay, now let's reach for the paper towels. No paper towels, but they did remember to set some out, and you'll notice they are of industrial strength quality. You could probably wash the dog with these towels. Dripping toilet, not very aesthetic, no art on the inside. They do, however, have feminine supplies. They are appreciated. They are 50 cents per, however, a little bit expensive. They also have... Oh, well, wasn't that something? And we'll be seeing more of Austin's restrooms in the next coming weeks. Right now, we have Austin musician Bruce Newman with us, and Monday night, tomorrow night, you can see him live at the Cactus. A big hand, please, for Bruce Newman.
Peace, love, joy, and hope Good words are so hard to find. Sometimes we beg, borrow, steal them. Miles between saying them, feeling them. You can only knock a man down so many times before he don't come back round again. Looks like I'm bound to be kind of lost and kind of found, but in the end, to be my own best friend. Sanity, reality, part of me gets lost in living every day. Like the sun, I'll become tomorrow in the wash. You lose lots of sleep, getting old and gray. You can only knock a man down so many times before you don't come back round again. Looks like I'm bound to be kind of lost, kind of found, but in the end, to be my own best friend. Take my best, ignore the rest, love me if you can. Be you a stranger or a friend. Swallow me, follow me, but in the end, leave me to be found again. You can only knock a man down so many times before he don't come back around again. Looks like I'm bound to be kind of lost, kind of found, but in the end, to be my own best friend. In the end, to be my own best friend.
That was wonderful. I don't know if it was your music or the youngin', but it moved me. And now we have another word from another sponsor. Thank you.
All right.
How many times have you had to wait for minor surgery? Well, no longer, because now you can come to SkinCrafters, where we can perform minor surgery such as tonsillitis, appendicitis, or circumcision in about an hour. At SkinCrafters, our staff of trained experts is standing by to deal quickly, quietly, and painlessly with your surgery needs. I brought little Morty out to SkinCrafters for his circumcision. I went across the mall for a blintz. I come back in 45 minutes. He's all ready. They're great as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I got tired of taking my pills every day, and I don't like condoms, so I went to SkinCrafters for a hysterectomy. No monthly fuss, no monthly muss.
I've had colon problems all my life. My quadruplectomy at SkinCrafters made me a new man.
So come to one of SkinCrafters' convenient area mall locations, where we can take care of your surgery problems in about an hour.
Well, some of you might find yourself at home chopping onions and the tears just coming. Well, what you need to do is chop them with a needle in your mouth, and the tears they go away. Really, try it at home. Also, another thing that works is if you have white bread and you put a slice of white bread in your mouth. Now, being a good citizen of the United States in the 1980s, I don't eat white bread, so I had to purchase a sandwich at 7-Eleven. So if you have white bread, you just cut the white bread like that, and it will cause you not to tear up. So just try that the next time you're cutting your onions. Well, you might have noticed something in the restroom. This is our official TVTV salute. And when you see our official TV truck out in the streets, be sure to wave this, and you can get free tickets. And by the way, it's not too early to write ahead for those TV tickets because our studio is packed. The tickets go quick. So write in today and get your tickets. And now, back to the restroom. So they also have very good mirrors, I must point that out. Now also, for those of you who may have seen the Kevin Costner movie, No Way Out, we do have here in this restroom the ceiling escape panel. Should you need to flee any situation, you can come into the restroom and boost yourself and hide in the ceiling. And we have a visitor.
I'm a manager. I'm just curious what you're doing.
We're just reviewing women's restrooms.
Did somebody give you permission?
Yeah, Larry.
Okay, good. What's
okay.
your name?
Bejou Mary.
Bejou Mary?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And so, with that official inquiry, we leave you here in the Toulouse women's restroom. Overall, sufficient, but not terrifically functional or aesthetic. Bye. Well, hi, we're speaking with, you don't want it, Layne?
Well, it's all right, it's fine.
You don't eat 7-Eleven sandwiches? Look at this. Can we have a close-up of this magnificent feast here? We're speaking with Austin visual artist Layne Jackson, and recently she was part of the tableau that won grand prize at a wonderful event. It was really wonderful. It was the second annual Women and Their Work Costume Ball, and we have a clip of the winning. See, the setup was that they had to be either their favorite artist or favorite work of art. And this is what won the grand prize. Let's take a look.
Great.
That was magnificent. And for our home viewers who don't know that work of art, what was that? What was that work of art?
We decided that if we were going to win, we'd have to be a little bit scandalous, and the most scandalous painting we could think of was this one, which was Edward Manet's Le Déjeuner sur l'herbe. And the only way to do that was to strip. It was a strip model and two dressed gentlemen having a picnic. So.
Okay. Well, I'm really here to talk about your art. I understand you're in Paris. You were in Paris for 3 years?
I got back last summer and came back to Austin. This was my home, and I came back here to do my work. And
what were you doing in Paris, though?
I went over there just to sort of do my starving artist experience.
You couldn't starve in Austin?
No, I really knew too many people in Austin to starve. So
so you needed to go to Paris.
I went somewhere where I didn't have the language or any money or a job, and I did a pretty good at the artistic experience. So I decided I'd never like to do that again.
What were you doing?
For the first year, nothing. I was sort of looking for money in the snow. And the second year, I landed a job with a city magazine called Passion Magazine. And I ended up art
Now, wait a minute.
directing
The
that.
city magazine of Paris is called Passion?
Passion, if you prefer. Yeah, it's the English.
And the Austin Chamber of Commerce monthly is called Austin. I think that right away I see a difference between Austin and Paris.
Exactly.
Passion versus Austin.
Exactly. So.
And you came back.
I came back after a while just to come back here and do my work here.
Okay, we have examples of your work here, and I'd like for you to tell us. Now, a lot of people don't understand contemporary art because they don't know what to look for. What would your ideal viewer of this painting look for or appreciate it, or to help people understand what you're attempting?
I guess my ideal viewer would be somebody who would look at it and would feel like they couldn't live without it, and they would buy
had a lot of money.
Exactly,
Had a lot
and
of
would
money.
commission me to buy, paint maybe 5 or 10 more for their
I
home
see
and
somebody in the
office.
studio audience waving their wallet.
Oh, that's
after
that.
the show. Thank you. We'll get to you.
I'll be glad to.
Okay,
to
so.
talk to them. I don't really try to explain them. I'm just painting people. Some of them are about people I know. The other one on the wall, the woman with the 2 heads, and
So that's someone you know, the woman with the 2 heads?
actually I know the gentleman, yeah. I mean,
see.
some of them are a little more personal. They're about people that I know, and I guess I just hope people like them, that generally people enjoy them and enjoy the colors and find them interesting and ultimately buy them. That's what I want them to do. So.
Well, I understand that they're selling very well, so you must be doing pretty good in that area.
Seems to be. I just took down a show at Clarksville Cafe, and we did real well over there. I've got some paintings hanging at Chinatown, and now I'm involved with the Board of Realtors is putting artists downtown Congress and 6th Street. So we'll be down there for a couple of months, try to market my paintings from down there. So.
Well, that's good. So we'll look forward to seeing your work
Thanks.
on 6th Street.
Thanks.
That's real nice. Thank you for being here, Layne.
Thanks for having me.
And now we have another song from Bruce Newman.
All right.
This is my first time here. Boy, this is exciting stuff. She's been cutting an onion. She's got a 7-Eleven sandwich back there.
It is.
I'm going to throw away the text here and say, Bejou, you really make it hard to be heterosexual in this world. Here we go. She says, yes, 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 no. And she says, stop, 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 go! I say, doctor, oh, can't you see I got a case on a woman like you've never seen? And the problem, it's in between what my baby says and what my baby means. I got a problem with a woman, got a woman. I got a woman with a problem, got a problem. I got a problem with a woman, 'cause it's hard to love a woman, man. It's hard to love a woman, man. And the doctor said it's just your pride. Go out and get yourself a little girl on the side. I say, doctor, I got to be on top. I'm a one-ship sailor when the winds blow hot. Got a problem. I got a problem with a woman. Got a woman. I got a woman with a problem. Got a problem. I got a problem with a woman, 'cause it's hard to love a woman, ma. It's hard to love a woman, ma. It's hard to love a woman, ma. It's hard to love a woman, ma.
Thanks. Excellent. Well, what we decided to do, having this leftover chicken salad here, we're just going to add it to the onions and make a little dressing. And we want to thank all of our guests and invite you to tune in 2 weeks when we'll have a new, entirely live show, as you can tell. Yes. And stay tuned and watch TVTV every other Sunday live. And this show you can see again next week at 9 on Channel 33. And don't forget, every time you see the mobile truck going, give us a salute.
How about this one, Bejou? I have another one.
Oh, Ron has another salute. Yeah, either one will work. Either one. So remember that, kids. Okay, now Flash is going to play for us. Take it away,
All right,
Flash.
yeah, I just want to say Bruce Newman's going to be playing 2 nights. This is live tonight at the Outhouse. So if anybody's there, make sure. Go down to the Outhouse. We're all going to be down there partying. So come on down. Let's kick into a tune and
Take it, Flash. Have a close up on this.
All right. Little song called Little Sister.
And this is for our studio audience.
Hey! Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice and then you run. Get up on that dance floor. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Well, I dated your big sister. Took her to a show. Or went for some candy. Along came Jim Dandy and they snuck right out the door. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Come on, get up here, yeah. Your sister, run down up to no. Big and she's evil like that little old Bo Weevil. Guess I'll try my luck with you. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice and then you run.